When my time on earth is gone and my activities here are past, I want they bury me upside down and my critics can kiss my...
You don't know if I'm telling the truth or not.
I'm on Facebook Live, sir. Are you gonna shoot me? Is anybody else shooting me? Who else here? Please help me, Facebook.
I have herpes.
Are you bisexual?
Lovey, little Eskimo kisses, all that good stuff.
Okay, let's roar.
Because I ain't no sissy la-la like some of these motherfucking YouTubers. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Women's boobs are their balls. They're just not down there. So yes, gentlemen, we have bigger balls than you do.
What? Say what?
I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand. Good morning, Kemper.
What's up, man?
Not much, just chilling. You sound like you've been asleep.
No, I'm just not feeling good.
Oh, you got that nasty old cruddy wintertime stuff going on?
Not like that, man. Just like, I don't know, a little warmer than normal and just achy so far. So, yeah.
Well, that sucks, man. I hope you get feeling better soon.
It's part of it, man.
Yeah.
You get sick when you're around a lot of people.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Most of the time, so.
My Wildcats lost today. Big letdown after beating Miami so bad. Lost at home to UNC Wilmington. Of course, that team shot the lights out and just played their perfect game. But it is what it is. About the Tide are rolling through Georgia today.
Mm-hmm.
That shook up some things, I believe.
A little bit.
I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I don't see how they can keep Georgia out of the playoff. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's three to me that are locks. And that's Washington, Florida State. Who's the other one? Damn it. Oh, Michigan.
How bad did Florida State win over Louisville today?
It was 16-6 or 16-9 or something.
Oh, see, to me that's not impressive. I know their record's undefeated, but like Kentucky handed in their ass last week. Kentucky's, won 3 games in the SEC this year. So I mean, I guess if you just go by record, you could put those teams in as locks. But I don't know, man. I don't know if you just go by record or not. That's why I don't like the 4-team playoff. If you're gonna do a playoff, at least do a top 10 or top 12 type thing, in my opinion. Of course, it'll never get settled. I don't think it's too much money in college football the way it is. And, somebody asked me what the poll question was. Let me read that out to you. Poll question is: do you think people use the term loyal loosely? Yes or no? We got 14% saying no, and 86, 87 now saying it's popping up and down, but around 85% saying yes. What do you think, Kemper? Do you think people use that term loosely? Loyal?
Of course. Yep. That they do.
Yeah. Air Force USA said loosely is an understatement. I think so. I think, loyal to me is unwavering. That's loyal. Somebody who has wavered or changed favorite teams or whatever. Like let's take for instance Cowboys fan who gets sick of them losing, not making the playoffs in 20 years or whatever, how many ever it was before they finally got in. And, they pick up a new favorite team. And then when the Cowboys start winning again, oh, that's my team. That's not loyal to me. That's what we call a fair weather fan.
Yeah.
Same thing applies to, right, Air Force, fair weather person. Same thing applies to loyalty in any setting, I think. People say, well, this person's loyal, that person's loyal. Nah. Loyalty is not up for determination or speculation. Somebody who's loyal, they're loyal by their actions.
Speaking of loyal and loyalty, I see Highway Runners comment, and I'm loyal to the Buckeyes. So somebody's about to get a little corner sit. They keep that up.
But somebody giving the Buckeyes hell over here?
No, they're just saying some other nasty shit. Like, I don't know how that got past Nightbot.
Hail to the victors.
Yes.
Is that a Michigan term?
That's the name of their fight song.
Ah, okay. Damn, Nightbot. What's wrong with you? Trying to get Kemper to fire your ass?
Put you in the corner. No, just kidding. Just playing.
My bad, Jimbo. FSU didn't beat Texas, LMAO. I don't know who beat Texas. They lost one game.
Texas beat really
Alabama.
good. I was going to say they're the one-loss team that I think could do a run. Personally, what I've seen out of Quinn Ewers, or however you say his name, I mean, dude, what was it? 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Oh, he's great. Texas is a good team. They dominated Alabama.
I want to say like 20 for 20 or something like that, dude. Like, it was stupid crazy. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. The one-loss teams, you got a few of them that are pretty good. There's no question to me that, Alabama is a top 4 team right now. Do I think they deserve to be in the playoff based on their season? I don't know if I could say that. So I don't know what their criteria is. I know they got all these rules and criteria they have to go by, but they did win the SEC outright over Georgia, who was the consensus number one team in the nation.
Well, didn't they snap their record-breaking win streak or some shit?
29 straight games, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know they beat Miami's record that they set back in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it today, and I was like, you know what? Nobody's beat them in 2 years. Like, they've got to have the record.
Yeah. Oh, they're and listen, I think if they don't scoot Georgia out of that top four, you said the one loss team you would think would be Texas. I think it's Georgia. I think Georgia's the only one loss team that, definitely deserves to be in. And if they don't push Georgia out, Georgia gets in that playoff, they're gonna win it.
It'll be hard to push them out.
Yeah. And losing just reminds them that they're not perfect.
Honestly, I can see
That's that hunger.
The playoffs going down sort of like it did last year, but instead of 2 Big Ten teams, it's going to be 2 SEC teams. That's just my thought.
Yeah. I mean, you could absolutely throw in Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia, and Alabama and have a phenomenal game every game.
Oh, yeah. Good.
But, there's going to be a lot of the one loss or no loss teams that, well, there's not a whole lot of them, but, let's just take Skunk Ape side here for a minute. No matter what the score was when they beat Louisville, they did beat Louisville. They finished off their season without losing a game.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you not put them in? It's just,
Well, I mean, you compare them to the other teams that are sitting there is all you can really do, and personally, I think it would be a very fucked up thing if Washington and Michigan both were not in the playoffs.
I think they're locks. I think Washington and Michigan are locks.
Congrats to an undefeated season, but an undefeated FSU team, I don't see them being, stronger than a one-loss Georgia or Bama team.
Right.
Or even Ohio State at that, for that matter. I try not to even talk about the Buckeyes, about this kind of stuff. But, yeah, man, personally, I see –
with the undefeated, you got Michigan, Washington, FSU, and then who's the team you put in there? It has to be Georgia, right?
You would think. At least I would think.
Yeah, and then
we're going to be like, oh, well, Alabama beat them, so they should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if Georgia skates in as the number 4 seed, then you just screwed the number 1 seed over by making them play the best team in the country right off the bat. In my opinion. I still think Georgia's the best team in the country. They lost. That don't mean that they're, not the best team. It's football's funny, man. It's funny. It's just so is basketball and baseball. Like any of these teams with these athletes on that level can beat any other team.
You can't ignore Texas and what they've done. But I think the thing that works against them is the Big 12.
Who beat Texas? Who's their one loss to?
I can't.
Let me look at their schedule a minute.
Because I know that they beat Alabama, right?
They did. 3rd game of the season, they beat Alabama.
I thought it was. But, yeah. I mean, you have that working against them just like you have the ACC working against Clemson or FSU. It's just not a strong conference at all. And most of the time it's Clemson, and then there's one of those mediocre teams that makes a decent bowl, and the rest of it's just like low end. And I'm not trying to be funny. I think it's Florida State's fault that they're in a weak conference because they chose that when they joined a conference. They could have easily gone to the SEC. You'd never have that argument again,
Right. Let me look here. Texas winning streak is 7. 9-1 in the Big 12. So it's a Big 12 team.
Was it Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, 34-30
Yeah, I thought so.
on a neutral field.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they stomped the shit out of Oklahoma State today.
Oh yeah,
49-21. So I don't know, man. It's hard to keep them out too. That's why I wish it was an 8-team playoff. At least 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You should have be 3 rounds to the college football playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get there someday, and then. But you know what? If we get there, then it's going to take a whole lot of this, fun discussion away. But I think you would get a clear-cut national champion that way. The poll question is: do you think people use the term loyal loosely? Kemper and I both agreed that we thought they do, and most people do agree. A completely loyal person. Listen, there's people who I have been friends with that I would not consider that I've saying that I've been loyal to them the whole friendship, because I haven't. Now there's some of my friends that I have been loyal to since day one, but whatever the reason, when somebody wavers, they waver. But I'm not really going to call out the situation, but there was a post made accusing us of choosing somebody over loyal subscribers. Okay. For one thing, if you don't know everything, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Quit pretending like you do. Quit chiming in when you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Because you don't know. You don't know the situation. You know what people tell you. And honestly, the people telling you are some of the most disloyal people you'll ever see. Speaking of that, those people in somebody's ear, did you get the email I sent you where I struck somebody today? Struck them hard.
You sent me an email?
Sent you a screenshot of it.
But in email, right?
It was an email, yeah.
Okay. I haven't checked my email today. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, it was an email, or it was a screenshot of a strike going through.
Oh, I know what you're
Remember the one I sent in last night? It was 100% copied off my video.
Yep.
Yeah, it went through. Video taken down, strike.
Oh, they're not going to argue it, because then they tell them they're like those privacy strikes they've hit me with.
That's right.
Like weak. You're just telling on yourself. But we all know we're not stupid. Even your buddies over there.
Yeah. Kerry said, I would never ask anyone to go to bat for me. We all have our own voices. We do. We do have our own voices. And, but, Kerry, me and you don't always agree. Not at all. I mean, we disagree on a few things. We have, over the course of our friendship. But do I consider you loyal? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I consider Kerry loyal. A loyal friend to me. Now, does that mean I would, think she would do anything deceiving for me? No, she's not that kind of person. What is it, girl? You leaving?
Yeah. Do you have like $10?
I can send it to you on Cash App.
Okay. I have to find my Cash App.
You can tell mommy to put it, see if she's got any cash. Otherwise, James can take you to the ATM before he takes you home.
He's taking me home.
You can take my Cash App card and get 20 off. I think that's the least amount you can get.
Okay. You
Just
want
like
to
you have
check
to get
your
it
Cash
from
App
mommy.
card?
Check it for what?
Check to make sure you have money.
I know what's on my Cash App.
Okay.
I keep up with it.
I just need to use 20 of it to get me something to eat.
It was 10 just a second ago.
I just need.
Now 20.
I just need to get something to eat.
Okay.
At home. I'll use your Cash App.
Okay. Make sure you take it with you. Make sure James brings it back.
Oh.
All right. Love you. Y'all be careful. All right, y'all. Sarah's heading back to school. She's got a concert tomorrow, so she's going back early. And it's that time of year, them seasonal concerts, you know.
Yep, Christmas concerts around the corner, and then you get, you know, your spring concerts and stuff. Yeah.
Carrie said, we don't agree on everything, but I'd never gone and run my mouth. We're adults, and adults agree to disagree. How boring would it be if we all disagreed all the time? Right. It's, you know, people should think for themselves, should have their own thoughts and opinions. Otherwise, you're just being a robot. No offense, Nightbot. No offense. But yeah, I mean, and there's many friends that I have that I consider the same way. You know, I can sit here and name off a list, but I don't think it's necessary. But yeah, you know, now Jimbo's not my cult leader. Right. What are you trying to tell on me now? I'm trying to build a cult over here. What are you doing, Carrie? Trying to ruin us? Kemper's getting ready to pass out the Kool-Aid right now. He's mixing it up.
Yep.
Except it won't hurt you. It'll just make you high. Kemper's putting that famous plant that he likes so much. He's mixing a little bit of it in for everybody. And that's another thing. I'm getting tired of hearing the comparison between Kemper and this punk bitch that sold meth. There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. And your failure to see that there's a difference just shows what a punk bitch you actually are. Yeah, I said it. I won't take it back.
Like I said yesterday, man, they cherry picked, obviously.
Yeah.
So just the links that they went through to do that shows exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even show everything.
Yeah.
They took it out of context and made it what they wanted it to be. Put that twist on it.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be all about, you know, trying to drive a wedge between the bond that we're still working on with Nicolina and the Mean Girls and their communities. Like, you know, there's still fragile stuff going on there. And they know that, and they're trying to cause division. It ain't gonna work. Because I know there's intelligence running on this side that there isn't on your side. So you can keep plugging away with your little jabs and stabs, dude. It's elementary. Like you're being very elementary, and you can't create bullshit where there is none. Not with intelligent people. Nicolina and Jimbo, Nicolina and Kemper, Nicolina and Leslie, Nicolina and whoever else. They know. We all know what has been said and done between us all. Like, you're not going to find something and say, oh, but you forgot about this. No, we didn't fucking forget about it. We know exactly what we said to each other, how nasty we were both to each other. But we can move on past it, right? Because it doesn't matter now. Once you decide that you're moving by it, it's gone. Just like me and Kemper. When Kemper came back to the stand, everybody was trying to put out screenshots of old shit that we said about each other. Like, we don't know we said it.
Hell, I mean, me and you discussed it in length.
Yeah.
before we even got on a panel and talked about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, it's just what children do, man. You know, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. And you know what? There's so many people between the two communities, or the many communities, actually. There's more than two, because Nicolina's community is Nicolina's community. Peach's community is Peach's community.
Right.
You know, each one have their own, what I call community, and that's their chat, their subscribers, their members. Leslie has her own. In the stand, we have our own. But in those communities, there are people who don't like Jimbo. There are people who don't like Kemper. There are people who don't like Nicolina. And that's okay. It's absolutely okay. As long as you be respectful, you know? Like, we're not going to let people come in here slinging mud at anybody we're trying to be friends with, or, you know, not have war with. Did I miss something in the chat? Oh Lord, no, we've been live 6 hours. It's got to be a mistake. We've been live 26 minutes and 49 seconds. I set it up 6 hours ago. Yeah, that's right. But, you know, these elementary games of, you know, well, this one don't like you. So what? You don't have to like me. Whether somebody likes me or not, it doesn't change the fact that I'm still me. I'm still going to go to bed tonight, have zero trouble going to sleep. Going to get up in the morning, have zero trouble getting up in the morning, except for my old manness.
Yeah, you should get a can of oil and work that rust out of the joints, man.
I mean, I got a lidocaine patch on my shoulder and my arm right now, but it's just, you know, as far as the mental games, you don't affect me. It doesn't affect us at all. And I think, and I'm gonna give that advice to anybody else who's watching and listening. If it affects you, there's a block button. Block them, and you don't see it. In our chat, if you don't like what, I'm just using you for an example, Live Thankful. If you don't like what Live Thankful says, block her. You won't see another thing she says. Pretty simple. Now, our mods do a pretty good job of warning people, and then, you know, eventually timing out or blocking. I don't blame you. Block Skunk Ape till football season's over. I don't blame you. I'm almost done it myself. He keeps taking jabs at Alabama. I'm going to have to do it anyway. And Kemper, good Lord, can you imagine being friends with an Ohio State fan all year?
Hey, that's a beautiful thing.
Well, yeah, you just hit that block button. You don't have to worry about what nobody says about you. Oh, hey, Andrea, member for 9 months. Yay, my membership is back. I love our heifers and bulls. Thank you, Andrea. Our memberships are up, and I want to thank everybody who's a new member. We appreciate it, and thank you for all the gifted memberships. We appreciate that too, and thank you all for being here all the time, you know, and the support. It's awesome. Ohio, or Halloween baby is an Ohio person. What the fudge?
There's a few Buckeyes in this little crowd here.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Not everybody can be that good, bro.
It's sick, man. It's sick. Pitbull Mama, thank you for gifting a membership to the stand. Much appreciated. Now, as for the title of our show, I don't know how much you actually got to see of it, Kemper. I know you Today's a long work day for you and a busy work day for you, especially with all the football going on, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I said our opinion, and I capitalized opinion and put quotation marks around it, on what happened with Rap, Southern Girl, and Tracy F. I'm going to weigh in with my opinion. Kemper, I don't know if you saw any of what happened. Like Ziggy had a phone call with Rap today.
Yeah.
Did you see any of that?
No.
Okay. But I'm going to weigh in with my opinion on the whole situation. And Kemper, he can give his opinion on it. And you know what? They might not be the same opinion, and that's okay. Like I said, we don't agree on everything, and we don't pretend to. Paisley Moon, member for 11 months. I'm a heifer that stands with the stand and mingles with the mean girls. How long did it take you to come up with that? That's pretty cool. Kelly B, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Much appreciated, Kelly B. Thank you. What am I wearing? This is my Alabama hat.
Looks like
You
a
see my back, Alabama background? I am proud of the Crimson Tide today. They knocked off a team I didn't think would lose this year.
Hey, man, I give them props. They did beat them. And it wasn't a blowout, but they had the game from the beginning. You know what I mean? Georgia laid off a little bit, but Bama kept solid. You know what I mean? At least from what I saw. I'm sorry. I thought I was glitching.
No, it's me. Hang on just a second.
But, yeah, they did beat Georgia. Georgia had that streak. And I don't know if you fought college football, but you know that it's hard to go undefeated 2 seasons in a row, and they did it for longer. So, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, the amount of games they won is almost like 3 seasons. It's just today's game of the parity and how equal teams are and coaches are. It's crazy to think that, especially with them playing in the SEC. And let's face it, man. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. Skunk 8, plug your ears. I know you don't want to hear this. Let's face it. SEC and Big Ten. They still call it the Big Ten?
Yeah. They'll always be called the Big Ten.
That's where the big boys play football. Those 2 conferences are responsible for
a lot of national
football, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, you can take just the top 4 teams, top 2 in each conference. You got a lot of natties.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Bama's got 17.
Michigan's got like 12. Ohio State's got 8. I mean,
it's crazy.
And it's not Georgia. I'd say it's probably Florida or LSU that's behind Bama in the SEC. That is until Oklahoma and Texas show up.
Yeah. Hey, reading Skunk's comment here, let me ask you this. It was a good game, not like that shit show of the SEC or ACC championship. Still thrilled my nose won with a third string quarterback. Let me ask you, and you can answer this too, Skunk. Do you think that will affect their getting in, knowing that they have a third string quarterback?
I don't know, man. I don't know because the first playoffs, was it? Yeah, it was Ohio State, their third string quarterback. That happened before the playoffs.
Yeah, but how long ago's that been?
It was 2014.
Yeah, almost 10 years. Things have changed a lot, I think. I don't know. You're probably right. It's just food for thought. Like if you're one of the guys voting, is that sticking in the back of your mind? Like, okay, FSU has the record. They won their conference. They went undefeated. But do I think they're going to go in there and get destroyed by Georgia in the first round? Or
yeah, they would get spanked by anybody. And I ain't trying to be funny, but they would get spanked by anybody that's going to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
To me, that's one of the teams.
Yeah, these guys that are on that committee, if there's a first round blowout, 3 or 4 touchdowns, that looks bad on them. Looks bad on them. They want the best 4 teams they can put in there. So I don't know. I mean, here's my honest opinion. I think FSU gets in, despite having the 3rd string quarterback. I'm pretty sure by your response that's where you're thinking too, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I think Florida State will get in?
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, I told you. I think it's going to be 2 SEC teams, Washington and Michigan. That's who I think it'll be.
So you think Florida State going to get left out?
I do.
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold. You heard it here first. Kemper said.
I mean, that's my gut feel. Happen, man.
That's a bold prediction, man. I mean, I'm conservative when it comes to that. I would think Florida State would get in. If I'm betting Florida State gets in. But like you said, gut feeling, I don't think they should be. If I were voting, I don't know that I would put them in.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't, and I like I said, I ain't trying to bash FSU. Okay.
I mean, they beat all the teams that were put in front of them.
But if they were in a 2nd or 3rd season of having solid wins, or at least amount of wins, I could see them getting in pretty much no problem. But you're talking about Alabama, and you're talking about Georgia. And Washington and Michigan's resume looks way better than Florida State's. That's why I say what I'm saying.
Scott said it shouldn't affect their chances of going in the CFP, but by the time the games are played, the 2nd string quarterback will be back. He's only in concussion protocol. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't affect it. It shouldn't affect it anyway, because if you're just looking at what they've done so far, you're looking at the overall totality of their season, and they're what is it, 12-0? Are they 12 or 13-0? So it's, they've had a great run.
They have, and I'm not dismissing it. They'll go to a good bowl. I don't see them going in playoffs.
Carrie gives us her stamp of approval to bash FSU. And we're not bashing FSU. I'm not. I don't think Kipper is. I mean, like I said, they have beaten every team that lined up against them on the field.
If they were the FSU teams of old, or at least around the time of Jameis Winston, and having some solid seasons, it wouldn't even be a discussion.
Yeah.
I'm
going to say this. If Georgia gets in, your national championship game is going to be played in the first round between Michigan and Georgia. In my opinion, I think they'll play first round because I think it'll be the number 1 seed and the number 4 seed, and they'll play each other. Now, if Bama gets in, then you got Florida State lining up against Bama, and I think that's 3 or 4 touchdown difference. I know I'm a Bama fan, so I'm a bit more biased. But I will tell you this: by the time they play, when is that first game? It's still 2 or 3 weeks away, right?
Oh yeah.
You give Nick Saban that kind of time to prepare for one team.
Either it's the last week of December is when they play, and then the national championship's usually like the 8th or 12th, or
hell, they got a whole month then. Yeah. You give Nick Saban that kind of time, he's going to have his team as prepared as any team you'll ever see.
Well, like Skunk Ape was talking, there's enough time for most of those teams to get healthy. And Again, I don't see Florida State being better than Bama or Georgia in the playoffs. Okay. I could see sort of an argument against Washington, not against Michigan.
I see a couple of comments I want to get to here.
I was going to say, as much as I hate to say it, their resume is solid. They deserve. I mean, they were in it last year. It's that consistency that I was talking about. If Florida State had that situation, there would be no conversation about them not getting it. You know what I mean? So,
right. Skunk Cake said, "Why do you want to bring Tim Tebow up, Kerry? He was the biggest bust in the last 2 decades of football." Well, we're talking about college football here. In college football, Tim Tebow was one of the greatest players that ever stepped on the field.
Sure was. As much as I hate to say it, and as much as he whipped my team's ass.
Yeah. And a leader like no other. His leadership skills are freaking off the charts. Now, he was a bust in the NFL. Absolutely was. But we're talking about college football. And live thankful. I love you, live thankful. But Bama doesn't deserve to be in. I would lean towards agreeing with you. But they were never in question of losing this game today against the most dominant team in football over the last 3 years. Like they led from start to finish. They didn't, never gave their lead up, and they controlled the game. If they needed to score at the end of that game, they probably would have punched it in again. They were down there.
Mm-hmm.
They just, ran the clock out.
Yeah.
And I'm giving mad respect to Georgia here because I really do believe Georgia is still the best team in the country.
Yeah, I would have to say that too.
I think if they lined up and played next week, Georgia would beat Alabama.
Yeah. But answer this for me. If Texas and Alabama played again tomorrow or next week, who do you think would win that one?
I think Alabama wins that game by at least 2 touchdowns, maybe 17.
Is it because of the odds being against losing to the same team twice in a season?
That would factor into it, but I think Nick Saban has now had more time to prepare for Texas and has seen exactly what they're going to do to try to beat them. And Alabama has evolved. They are much better than they were when they played Texas in week 3.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I really do think that's going to be the 4 teams in the playoffs. As far as who wins, probably an SEC school.
So you got Michigan, as you say.
I also think that one of your top tier bowls will be Texas against Ohio State.
Oh, that'd be a good game. That'd be fun to watch. I think Ohio State beats them.
Unless Bama doesn't get in the playoffs. I see them making them rematch.
You think so?
Yeah.
Probably a big money game.
Because a lot of those conference locks aren't with these bowls anymore, and they've been bringing who's going to bring the most people to their city, who's going to view it the most on TV, that kind of thing, the fan bases. And that's too huge. Even Ohio State, like all of those teams named, huge fan bases, huge viewing audience. And what storylines? You either have the rematch with Bama and Texas, or you have in yours that transferred from Ohio State and started, you know what I'm saying? So you've got all that working for it. I think it's going to be one of those two.
Yeah. Skunk said it's hard to argue with your point of Tebow being the best quarterback in college football. I understand. The things he accomplished were just unreal. And I did not like Tim Tebow in college. Of course, I'm a UK and Alabama fan, so definitely wasn't a Tim Tebow fan. Now, once he got into the NFL, I rooted for him like crazy. I wanted him to be Tim Tebow. Just
right.
a different game, totally different game in the NFL.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with his success that he had or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Um,
Tebow's a phenomenal athlete, man. He got a pro baseball contract, played a little baseball. And
well, I mean, but he was also a victim of a system. You know what I mean? Like the type of offense that Urban Meyer ran then, especially then with the Percy package and all that shit. It doesn't translate to the NFL necessarily, especially at quarterback. If it had been another like tight end or whatever, that would have been a different story. But it just, I mean, he was an option quarterback pretty much, bro.
Skunk agrees with you on live thankful that Alabama does not deserve to be in the playoffs over an undefeated team. I don't care if that undefeated team was Austin Peay. If Austin Peay were undefeated.
Who brought Austin Peay up?
Skunk Ape
Brought up Austin.
He's fell in his damn head again. He's like ATL.
I'll say I had a few friends that went and played football for Austin Peay. Speaking
of ATL, I got a new thing to play here.
You got a what?
A new thing to play here. Soundbite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For one, there's one here that's only 3 seconds. You might not hear it by clicking the mute, but it's, here's the next thing Ernie's going to hear. You're going to wake up one day and this is going to be the last thing you hear before seeing those bars shut. FBI, open up! And then, of course, you got ATL, and she's talking about her boy, Ernie.
Even though I love gay people, I think they're hilarious. I think they're awesome people. And they have style and they have taste, and I freaking love them to death. I think they're awesome people. Again. But I don't think he's bi either. I love them too. I have a few people who are transgender that I hang out with.
Do you know what transgender is?
I've never heard that word before.
Yeah. I don't know I don't know if she's talking about transgender or not. I hate to put words in her mouth, but I've never heard of transgender. So
it sounds like a snack cake or something.
Could be a cross between transgender and Xander. Transgender.
That's very possible. Very possible.
Yeah.
We'll think about that.
Yeah. Okay. So let's shift gears just a little bit. Jim Bogus give me a heart attack with the FBI. Yeah. Transgender. Yeah. Pete Rolo. Let's shift gears here and let's get on this title here. Okay, our opinion on what happened with rap Southern girl Tracy F. Now, I don't really know Tracy F that well. I think Kipper knows a little bit more about her than I do. But as soon as I saw all this, starting to unfold, I knew Southern Girl was right in the middle of, all the bullshit. I scared the hell out of you. You guys wearing earbuds? I bet that was loud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. But with the stuff that was going on with Southern Girl, the stuff she was saying that was being said, and I figured that she was quick to run and spread these things like, do I think Rap did say to her, yeah, make sure nobody sends any money because I'm not getting it all. Do I think Rap said that? I do. I do believe he said that. Do I think Southern Girl was more than happy to run with it? Hell yeah, she was. Yeah, she was very happy to run with it.
Well, yeah, she had a hard on from it, man. Don't even lie.
Yeah, and she's enjoying it now. She's enjoying the fallout from what she's done, and really all she did was speed up some things that were going to happen eventually anyway. Nicolina, and I'm not trying to put words in her mouth. She's definitely not here. She's probably in bed, but she said that even with her own son, she wouldn't you know, treat him the way has treated Rap so far in a continual setting, that she would cut him off. And I believe that. And, you know, she came to that realization that she was going to do the same with Rap. Now, if anybody believes that Nicolina stole $62 from Rap or was going to, you need to turn in your YouTube card and just stop.
Yeah.
$62 would not be worth the fallout that would come if she actually was trying to steal from him, which she wouldn't. So I'm going to give you a brief rundown of what I saw today. So Ziggy had this huge chat with a call in from Rap. You know, there was nearly 1,000 people. May have went over 1,000 at one point. I don't know. I know there was high 800s the highest I saw. But either way, there was a lot of people there. A lot of people sending money. Southern Girl sending $10 super chats left and right, over and over and over, trying to get her point across. And Rap on the phone from jail, and Nicolina's on panel. And right towards the end of the phone call with Rap, Nicolina says, "I'm going to jump down and chat, but now I don't, I'm not quoting word for word, so this is my loose translation." But Nicolina's like, "Would you agree that, you know, if you had been paying your child support, you wouldn't be where you are?" And he said, "Yeah, but," and started to say something. She's like, "No, there's no but. You either are or you wouldn't be." And he didn't like that. And he tried to turn it around and say, "Isn't Frank behind on child support?" So bad move, Rap. Bad move. Because Nick has taken care of you, you know, as far as your gathering information for your defense. Bad move.
He said that to Nick?
He did.
Wow.
Yep. And she explained the situation. She said that Frank pays his child support, but they went back and charged him child support from when they separated until there was a order put in place that he had to pay child support.
Right.
So those months that he was behind.
Went retro.
Yeah, and he's still in arrears for those months, but he's still paying too. And he don't have a warrant. He's not in trouble. He's paying his child support like he's supposed to, which is something Rap did not do.
No, man. I mean, we didn't have to see his AdSense account. We knew that dude was making a lot of money. And on his live streams, he made the claim, "I take care of my kids, blah, 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 blah." You know, what he did. I mean, that's good if you're doing it, but when you lie about it, it's even worse, man. You know, it's messy. And he had the ability to pay and hasn't. It was about him instead of his kids or his priorities or what his priorities should be.
You know when Ziggy found out about the oldest boy?
Today.
She didn't even know. She thought it was all about his youngest. And so she was taken aback, you know, like, I hadn't really talked to Ziggy in a long time, and I'm still not talking to her. Like, we're not exchanging messages. I haven't spoken to her, but I'm just saying she was definitely caught off guard today when she found out. And you know why? I don't see why if people are helping you, you can't just be honest with them. And that's going to be an issue Rap's going to have to deal with, because he tried to smooth it over the best he could, but when it came down to him admitting that he was responsible and if he'd been paying on it, he wouldn't be where he is. He wouldn't do that. He still won't accept responsibility. So
he wouldn't own up to that part?
No, he wouldn't accept the responsibility of it. He wouldn't do it.
Even though we know he's in there because he didn't pay his child support.
Yeah, that's the whole reason he's there. And it wasn't that he didn't. He said, yeah, but then he follows it with a but. And he also told Nicolina that he did not make thousands of dollars a month on his YouTube channel.
Bullshit.
Absolute bullshit. Because if you remember, Mama T had so many subscribers, and Rap had just as many members. Hey, there's Leslie. Hope the internet ninja don't get you when she comes up. Hello, Leslie. Stay, don't make me play my FBI clip now. Bless your ass.
I was sitting here and I'm listening to my phone was fooling my laptop, and I heard that boom, boom, boom. FBI. I about fell out this damn seat. I was like, oh God, what's happening? I jumped up. You scared shit out of me.
Good thankful. I don't know if he actually hung up. Yeah, Kemper must have got hit by that internet. I don't know if he actually hung up or not, or if he got his time was out. I don't know. But it seemed like he did. Hey, Nicolina, what's up? What are you doing up? I just now told everybody you're probably in bed. She said, go blue. Kipper ain't even here to see it. He slid off the panel for a minute, but he'll see it when he comes back up. I'll put it up here on the screen for him to see it. Did you see my highway run in the background, Leslie?
Yeah, I seen that. I don't know. It kicks him off. It kicked him again. It kicks him off every time I come on panel.
Kemper, do you see the highway run background we've got going now?
Oh yeah, I seen it earlier. Sure.
That's a tribute to our boy. Our boy, like you can see the highway, you see the mountains in the background. Nicolina left that message for you there, Kemper. Go blue. I think that's for you.
Go blow. Is that what she said?
Maybe. She might have came out wrong. You never know. Typos all over the place.
Yeah. I'm almost immune to that because I live right in the middle of Michigan State territory. So
see, that's the one thing I cannot stand about going to Gatlinburg or even Knoxville. All you see is friggin' orange, and it makes me sick. It makes me absolutely sick. I really hate it. Like, you know, the teams I've coached up until recently have been orange for the last 4 years. And you don't know how I wouldn't even allow orange in my house until then. So the team that Hunter transferred is blue now, like almost Kentucky blue, and it's so beautiful.
Nana, I would have to say that you probably have it worse than I do, me being a Buckeye fan in the middle of Michigan, because I know how Ohio State fans are.
Are you saying Ohio State fans are obnoxious?
No, more, I don't know, rabid.
More ATIL-ish. Little wackadoodie.
Andrea,
she's going to put my body on in the video getting tased instead of Ernie in her documentary.
Who?
ATL.
What?
ATIL, yeah. You didn't hear that clip in the clips and clips or whatever? Clicks and clips. Yeah, she's gonna put. She knows some people.
Making a documentary.
Yeah, her team has got a Photoshop person, and they're gonna. And at her documentary, I'm gonna be the one getting tased instead of Ernie. You wanna know why?
I guess it's
you'll
that
never
same
see a video of me getting tased. I'll tell you why.
Because you ain't never been tased.
I've never been tased, but if I'm ever going to be arrested, I will not resist. I will not say I got PTS and everything. No, sir.
Yeah.
I will say, here's my hands, cuff them and stuff them, however you need to do it, buddy. Just don't hit me with that damn lightning juice. I don't want none of it.
That's what I told him after the fact. I said, Ernie, you shouldn't have resisted. You should have stopped when they told you to stop. You didn't do that. That's why you get tased. When the police tells you to stop and you keep running, they're going to stop you. One way or the other, they're going to stop you. It was your own fault you got tased. They didn't tase you for no reason.
So Nicolina's in the chat now, and I was giving my opinion on the rap Southern Girl and Tracy F thing.
Yeah, that's why I came up here.
From what I see, rap is responsible for planting the seed, even though he's not going to admit it. He won't admit it because he needs Nicolina's support, in my opinion. But Southern Girl was happy to go behind Nicolina's back and tell people, don't send Nicolina any more money because rap thinks she's stealing it, or however she worded it, whatever she said. But she was more than happy to do that. She didn't think she was going to get caught so quick.
She worded it after the fact. Whenever Nick asked her, is he insinuating that I took his money or that I stole from him? And she said yes. And then she tried to say, well, that was my opinion. That's how I took it. No, if that was the case, that's what she would have said. He didn't say that, but that's how I'm taking it. But, that's what he means. She tried to change her story up, and that's typical SG. It is. Yeah. I think that whole fiasco right there was a complete shit show.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He knows, and I even put this in Ziggy's chat. People can get mad at me if they want to. I don't really care. He knows who to go to and for what reasons. He knows who to go to for financial support. He knows who to go to for
intellectual,
emotional support and legal support. He knows who he needs inside of his circle to be able to function in everyday life. He's manipulative.
He's not a dummy.
No, not by no means. And going to Ziggy, he wanted to go up there and talk about making pizzas in jail. He didn't even want to have that conversation with Nick that he had. You could tell he was actually shocked to know that Nick was on panel and was getting ready to have a conversation with him about what was going on. He even said it. Well, that ain't what I come up here for. I wanted to talk about making pizzas. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Does your friendship with Nick and other ladies that has helped you 1,000%, that don't mean nothing to you? Nothing. You don't feel like you owe them an explanation about what just happened? You want to come up here, you want to put on a show for Ziggy on her panel because she needs that financial support right now. You want to come up there and put on the show. You knew that her chat would be overwhelming with numbers of people in there. You knew they would be throwing super chats and super stickers at her. And I'm sure he was going to get a cut out of it. It's all about who can help him in any type of way possible. He is a grown-ass man that needs to grow up, take responsibility and accountability for himself. He don't care about nobody, not his kids, not Nicolina, not none of these other ladies that think that he cares so much about them. He don't care about them. He cares about himself, and that's it. And I hope you ladies that have been helping him stop. Let his ass stay in jail. Let him learn a lesson, and maybe things will be different when he comes out of there. He thought you all would huddle up and pay the whole amount of what he owes in back child support, and that he could walk back out of there. I've seen too many young boys like him. Huh?
That's a lot of money right there.
That is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But there's a lot of ladies around him that can dish out some money, and he knows that. He knows that.
Yep. But
I
at the end,
hate
of
that.
got Kemper again.
I kick him again. That pissed me off so bad. That's when I blowed my gasket. When he said what he did about Frank, take that jab at Nick like that about Frank, I was like, are you friggin' kidding me right now?
That was
The
low.
woman that has tried to help you in every way possible, emotionally, legally, and financially, that she has tried to help you, and look what you just done to her. Nick, I would let him rot. I would let him rot. I would.
Yeah, he
Let that little punk learn his lesson.
Yeah, Nick's husband's actually doing what some other man is doing for his son. You know, now I know Nick's youngest child still has her biological father in her life too, but you know, her husband steps up and does a lot for her kids and has done a lot for her kids. I mean, she was talking today about the basketball shoes over the years, and you know, different support or sports like soccer and other things. So yeah, it was. And Rap knows all that stuff too. You know, I mean, I know they've had hours upon hours of conversation between them, him and Nick. So it was definitely. I wasn't expecting it. I wouldn't have never seen him trying to do that. You back, brother? Can you hear us now?
I don't know why it kicks him. It was doing good there for a while when I was coming up. He'd kick him. Then he'd be okay. I don't know why it keeps kicking him. I'm not going to stay up here long. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents worth in on that.
I don't know if it's his StreamYard or the internet. Sometimes the internet connection's bad, but sometimes it's a StreamYard. Hell, every now and then, you know, mine does acts up on me like that.
I wouldn't. That just showed you when he did that to Nick, when she has been rallying up these past, 4 or 5 weeks, trying to help him in every way possible, and he took that jab at her like that. That should have shown everybody right then exactly how low that he's willing to go, that he can go to hurt somebody.
I think
That's when I would have been like, I'm done. I'm done. You on your own. I just couldn't with him. He's had every opportunity to take
I think
care
it
of
did
that.
show a lot of people. I think, you know, of course, a lot of people didn't post it in chat, but they absolutely have to know. And then even Kemper, you know, I know we're having trouble with getting his voice on here right now, but he sounded surprised by the fact that Rap said that.
I wasn't surprised. It pissed me off that he did it to her, but being surprised, I wasn't surprised.
I was surprised that he did it to her.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
For other people, I wouldn't be surprised that, you know, that he would do that, but you know, seemed like, you know, they had a better bond than that. And I know Nicolina thought they had a better bond than that. That's what's kind of heartbreaking about it if you look at it. But, you know, some people just don't know how to care. You know, some people don't have that compassion. Is that you, Kemper?
Yeah.
He must have somebody else in his ear that he thinks can.
Southern girl.
Right. Yeah, and I know Nick had people helping her. You know what I'm saying? She's got her little group that helps her with a lot of things, and it's obviously he's got somebody else that he feels like can help him more than what they were. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, we all got our groups, you know, just like me and Kemper. We got people we rely on to help us out, and
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a team, really, you know. But you know, I know I'm not trying to speak for Nicolina, but it appeared that, you know, she thought they were on the same team, and
yeah,
looks like Rap's been playing independent all along. So. And it just shows that he's selfish and that he's out for himself, you know. And so is Southern Girl. Listen, Southern Girl don't give 2 shits about Rap either. She'll pretend to, and then she'll pretend to give 2 shits about Ernie, and the next thing you know, she's trying to get him locked up. No, he's not dating the mean girl. Yeah.
No,
They
I
kept trying
didn't
to say
believe
that.
that when that was said. I
Yeah.
was like, what? She thinks she knows everything. That's another one, Nick, with that conversation we had today. That's another one.
Yeah, Kennedy seemed like he was having a temper tantrum, but it was his own actions or lack thereof that got him in the mess. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. It's weird, man. The choices people make. And I know, he sure didn't think all this was going to come around so quickly to bite him.
Mm-hmm.
But it did, and thankfully nobody else was dragged into the bonds and develop any more feelings, and whatever they are, mother, son, brother to brother, brother and sister. People start caring about people, and then you think you know them and you don't. It happens a lot.
Good night, Halloween baby.
Yeah, good night, Halloween baby. Thank you for hanging out. Be sure to hit that like button on the way out now.
I did. Before I hop down, I want to clear something up too. I think it was. Is it Sweet as Candy? Is that person's name? I think is who said that. And I think it was in Mamet's chat. Nick was streaming Mamet's chat. And she will make or he, whoever it is, I call him sour ass candy, is what I called him. Made the comment that Nicolina demands that I do my lives during the daytime because she does hers in the evening. So I've got to start doing it in the day. Nick asked me, could I do more daytime lives? Because she likes being in my chat. It wasn't nothing to do with because she was live or somebody else was live. There's enough of us. I try not to overlap nobody. I did accidentally go live while Nick was live last night. I didn't know she was live until after the fact. But there's enough of us around here that we can, and most of us have 2 devices, that we can, join 2 or 3 chats at a time. And for them to get that rumor started that Nick just demand that I do my lives in the daytime was absolutely ridiculous. That's how shit gets stirred up and started and rumors get started when you go to repeating stuff that you don't have a clue of what you're even talking about to begin with. You have fast.
Yeah, that goes on a lot. People misinterpreting, and they do it on purpose.
All the time.
Somebody who's on the outside looking in, they hear them say that, and then they say, "Oh God, Nicolina laid down the law to Leslie B. Oh, you're gonna go live at this time, huh?" And then, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's stupid. But I'm hopping back down in chat. I want to throw my 2 cents worth in. So,
all right, thank you for coming up.
Keep her off no more. I'll see you in the chat.
All right, we'll see you in chat. It is weird how you get, like, even when we play videos and share videos, sometimes it does you that way, don't it?
Yep. It's when the links, if there's more links added, then yeah, it starts roboting and echoing and all that shit. So
yeah, craziness.
Yep. I don't know why it's always been like that, but it has.
It's that damn railroad track run by. No, that's my house. Where the railroad track runs by. Old railroad.
But yeah, like, I don't get it. Like, he's in jail. How much more of a rock bottom do you need? He can't even admit that, yeah, man, I fucked up. I didn't take care of my business as a man.
Yep.
It's like, I just don't get it. It's going to take some
me
more
neither.
than he's dealing with right now for him to wake up. There's not too many more destinations he can go to.
Yeah. And I know what he's going to say. Eventually he's going to say, well, I couldn't really talk about it because, charges are pending, all this. No, not with child support. They're not pending. They're there. There is no interpretation of whether you paid or not. You either did or you didn't. And that's the reason why they got a warrant for you. And that's the reason why you got arrested. Now, did Ernie have something to do with maybe getting it extraditable or whatever? Possibly. And it's probable that he pretended to be somebody he wasn't, calling these agencies back and forth, and I can see Ernie being a little shithead like that. But still, if you had been paying on it, it wouldn't be that way. Hey, Jimmy. Fluffy! I was told we need to give Fluffy more airtime, bro. She likes to troll our little friend from north of the United States border.
Oh, I got you.
She busted his ass the other night. Busted it so much they eventually kicked her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you choose to not pay for years now. You have to face the consequences. It's no one fault was on. That's right. I mean, it's a choice, especially when you got money coming in. And I don't care if it's, look, $500 a month or $5,000 a month. Your child, not only was it court ordered, but it's a responsibility you should take some pride in. This is my boy.
I mean, honestly, if I was in that situation, and even if I didn't have custody of my kid, I would definitely make sure they had way more than that fucking little child support payment every week, month,
right.
Whatever. Way more than that.
Well, I think his payment was $206 a month.
Like, dude,
that's $50 a week, basically.
You're not paying shit. You're not. That's nothing.
Yeah.
You can't handle that business? It's pretty fucking sad.
It is. It is.
On the butt, when you're talking about, the right and wrong of the situation. But so-and-so, like, that's not how that works. When you own something, you fucking own it.
Right.
And it's somebody else's fucking fault.
Yeah. This other girl white knight for him. They ain't going to help nothing. They ain't going to help nothing at all. And I think the only reason she really does it is to try to be some kind of relevant person on YouTube. If YouTube is that big of a deal to you, then spend some of that money you spend on stupid shit. Build yourself a real channel. Like, get you some good equipment, pick out some topics that are worth talking about, and do it right. Otherwise, you're never going to be nothing more than a drama spreader,
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle of it. Yeah, you're right, Nicolene. His son is not a priority. That's sad. That's sad to me. I can't imagine that. Graham said, you're right, Kemper. Content. That's what it's all about. That's right. Content. Just like old sleazeball. Like, you look over there and just peek in a minute ago, and he's got one of my old shows up where I've got Larry Bird's jersey hanging back there in the background, all that stuff. It's still hanging. It's just behind my green screen. But, what are you covering, homeboy? What are you trying to do? Like, saying we lying to our subs. We don't lie to our subs. I don't think any of y'all think I'm lying to you about anything. Like, because I went over there to meet that moron that's bullshit telling lies on me, that's no different than what I've always done. If I didn't do that, then y'all might say, what's wrong with Jimbo? Might be getting soft. Right, Leslie. $206 a month. He wasn't paying it. Made 10 times that a month, if not more. Yeah, I know he was just with the islands. He was making crazy money. And Kemper, you're better with memory than I am. But when Rap was saying we've got as many members as Mama T has subscribers,
Yeah.
do you remember what her numbers were? It was close to monetization numbers.
Oh, I think like 1,200 or 1,400 or something was the number he was shooting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And he
he's
got
1,000 members at, what, I don't know what his lowest membership was, but I think it was $4.99. It might have been one cheaper than that. But I mean, you're looking at $5,000 a month just on members. Crazy. Well, you take YouTube's 30% out. It ain't quite that much. But it's still a lot of money. Still a lot of money. You can't send 206 to your son. I never had a whole lot of respect for Rap. Like, he and I agreed to disagree pretty much and just be peaceful. And I'm still good with that. I'm still good with being peaceful, but my opinion on it has never changed. I don't think, as a father, I just can't imagine not being a responsible adult.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. Don't sit right with me. Yeah, and the islands were $500 a piece. Most of them were. Some of them I think were higher. And Cash apps. He used to brag like, I can't tell you who it was, but thank you for that $500 PayPal and all this stuff. Like all in one lick, one whack.
Yeah, he had the means, man. There's no doubt about it. Like at least according to Smokey, he didn't pay for shit at the house.
Yep.
I think he helped with one bill or something like that. I can't remember exactly. I might be wrong on that. But for the most part, he didn't have to pay room and board and all that shit.
Yeah. Well, Southern Girl's trying desperately to be somebody's sugar mama. She begged and begged and begged and made herself look like a fool for Ernie. And now she's, making herself look like a fool for Rap. Hey, sugar mama, why don't you send his baby some money? Try to get him out of a little trouble. You could probably pay that right off, couldn't you? You got any money left? Probably not that much. You could probably pay a year's worth anyway. Good faith. Help him out. Help your boy out. SG. Yeah, internet bill and light bill. That's what he paid at Smoky Mountain Mamas. I know he had I think he had the utilities were in his name. That's one of the reasons why he was considered a resident there. So Kemper's going to start paying my internet bill and light bill. He told me
There's no way I would even take on. Internet's one thing, but I know with your big ass family, yeah, all them dogs. Yeah.
Our electric bill probably on average is $300. Like we had a couple of pretty low months where it was like $220, $230.
Yeah.
But it's usually right around $300. And then in the really cold winter months, sometimes it gets up and starts knocking on the door of $500.
Yeah, that heat.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. Not like a one bedroom. Of course, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Good night, Andrea. Thank you for hanging out with us. Wore out. So Mama T's been wore out for about 20 or 30 years. Oh, you mean like you're physically worn out? I couldn't resist taking a shot. Haley Channel. Unrelated, but you guys show me how to do this streaming or your setup. Well, I don't care one bit that help anybody out. If you want to email me, and I'll show you how I do what I do. It looks a lot more complicated than what it is. I don't use any of the complicated stuff like OBS. I tried to, and it kept shutting my computer down. So I got StreamYard, and I got a little green screen set up. TN bill runs about $120 a month. Only two of us in a 3-bedroom home. Yeah, that seems about right.
I was going to say I had a 3-bedroom home on top of it's sort of like your setup. It was on a hill, caught a lot of wind and stuff, but it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and the rent was $600, but the electric ran me about $300 to $320 every month.
Yeah.
The thing that saved us is there was a fireplace, so we would heat the place with the fireplace a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice too. Feels good and warm and cozy too.
Oh yeah. Tell on your sinuses, it'll dry you out, but yeah.
Rent is $1,600 on did you say a 3-bedroom?
Who, me?
No, TN. 16. Our rent's $1,500 on this house, but we do live in Podunk, Kentucky.
Now, whenever I was a caregiver, my electric would run pretty freaking high around the range that TN's rent is.
Oh wow! She said their rent's cheap compared to the rent around them is $2,300.
Dang, that's a lot of money.
Oh, that's in a duplex. Tell you what, I wish I would have saved back some money when I was younger and took care of my credit when I was younger, and like renting out apartments and stuff seemed to be the way to go as far as earning money. I know there's a lot of costs in it too with bad renters and stuff, people who don't take care of their stuff, but some of them I know make, pretty good money just on their rental properties. I've got an in-law. I'm not going to say which one it is because there's too many people who like to pull up bullshit and try to start shit, but I've got an in-law who has a bunch of trailers they rent out. Some of them are, bigger than others, but I think they've got 5, maybe 6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what they live on is the income from that.
Oh yeah, you could easily do that. Sure could.
Yeah.
Because if they're paid for straight up, all you're doing is paying property tax.
I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to put up a new poll. All right, this poll we got 180 votes in. It's 90% to 10% people who think the term loyal is used loosely. 90% of you think it is. And I agree. Let me put up this new one here. And we'll see.
Bragging about gel pizza? What are you talking about, Fluffy?
Rap today.
Well, they got pizza in gel and he was bragging about it or something?
On Thanksgiving, he's talking about making their own gel pizza by burning toilet paper and something. That's all he wanted to do was talk about stupid shit like that instead of talking about what people wanted to hear. And he wanted to avoid questions about his responsibilities.
don't get it. Kim, I don't. Seems that I remember something about a possibility of having another kid, but I think that didn't that come from like his mom or stepmom or whoever it was.
It came from his mom, but it was unconfirmed. Nobody ever confirmed it. So. All right, the poll is which is higher, rent/mortgage, groceries. This is monthly. I should have put that. Electric or automobile and insurance payment combined. So those are your 4 answers, and that's the question. We'll leave that up for a little while. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think we spend more on food than we do for our rent here, and our rent's $1,500 a month. Yeah, everything extra we pretty much use for food. Of course, we don't go hungry.
No, I guarantee that's the case. I guarantee you pay more on groceries than you do that.
Yeah. I'll try that ringy-dingy. Thank you. Me too, fugitive. I hate bills. LOL.
Oh, yeah. They suck.
Can't we just get rid of them? Only thing is, if you don't pay them, they start cutting shit off on you. That sucks. Danny Kim, I have no concept of paying bills. I should be nicer to my hubby. Yeah, you should. You have no concept. That's an awesome feeling.
Yeah.
You don't know how lucky you are. Haley Channel said rent where I stay on average $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom or studio. Wow.
Yeah, it's some dollars.
Yeah, I mean our house ain't tiny. It's a pretty good sized house. We pay $1,500 a month.
Yeah, you got a huge house.
And 10 acres, you know. So
I'm gonna say even for that amount, you're getting a good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, basically a secluded driveway, a lengthy one, like it's off the beaten path a little bit, you know. It's got a good view. It's private. Like you said, 10 acres.
Yeah. Yeah, Pitbull Mom, I'll read it again. Let's see. Which is higher? First answer is rent or mortgage. Second answer is groceries. Third answer is electric. Should have put utilities. And fourth answer is automobile and insurance payment combined. Right now, with 51 votes in, we got 53% of the people saying rent and mortgage is higher. Like I said, it's definitely groceries for me. Nicolina said, now that's only 3 of us in the house. Groceries aren't bad. I find if I order online, I spend less. Well, I bet you do. Yeah, I might try that a few times too. Yeah, we've got, well, like we also buy food for Sarah at college. So that's part of our grocery bill. Yeah, you are blessed. Yeah, Mom. I'm blessed. I haven't paid rent since 97. That's, yes, ma'am. Consider yourself lucky there. What are you talking about, Fluffy? Not what's going to starve? What she's put in here? I'm giving up bills. I'm identifying as a free citizen who doesn't have to pay bills next year. Oh, yeah. Is it, what do they call that? The one who doesn't, oh, sovereign citizen, the one who don't have to abide by the laws. Spend about $200 every 10 days on groceries. It's about $600 a month. Yeah, we definitely, I'd say we knock down close to $2,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
Not just flat grocery, you know, but eating out and stuff like that too. Queen Ashley orders groceries off Amazon. That's nice. I didn't know you could do that from Amazon. Do you ever order any food from online services, Kemper?
I don't know. I know that you can, hell, even with Walmart, you can just go on their website, put in your order, and just pull up, and they bring the shit out to you.
Damn right. I've done that a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too, Haley. When I go in, I'll remember something and pick it up too. But if you're at home, though, you can make that list and thoroughly check it. You know, check it twice and cut it once. Can you amend an order? Like, say I order from Walmart online. Say 10, 15 minutes later, I'm like, oh, forgot something. Can I go back and add to it?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, you can't pull up and say, hey, can I add this? You know what I mean? But as long as you give them a few minutes ahead of time, they do the shopping for you, put it in little plastic crates, bring it to your car, unload it in your car, and you're done.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, we've ordered from them a couple times, but never anything extensive. You know, something that we knew we needed to get, and you know, we knew it'd be a few hours before we had to go. Usually, like the times we've ordered, it tells you whether they can fill it that day or whatever, and how many hours it's going to be. So. Oh, great, Pitbull Mama, $450 for a 3-bedroom. Love small country town living. That is nice.
See, that's what I miss about Tennessee, Pitbull Mama, because I had a nice setup, real nice. But
hell yeah,
the pandemic. So
Queen Ashley said, "Yeah, Jimbo, they give you a window to add to your order." Yeah, pandemic changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Changed a lot. I don't know what Instacart is, so we probably don't have it around here. Haley. Some interesting conversation, I'll tell you that. Nick orders through Meyer and does pick up. I love Meyer. We just don't have one close. Closest one to us is in Lexington. Thelma loves Meyer too. We used to shop there all the time when we lived up there.
Yep, Meyer's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's the Yankee Walmart.
Oh, damn,
really
Yankee.
I like it better than I do Walmart, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we did too.
Yeah.
Like we'll still every now and then go to Lexington just to go to Meyer.
Charlotte's got Meyer and Walmart, so it's the best
just
of both.
about every time we're up there, we go by Meyer and pick up a cake because they got some of the coolest pre-decorated cakes in their little deli part over there where they do the cakes, catering, and all that. Oh, yeah, some nice stuff over there. Lena says Meyer is way better than Walmart. Next poll question: which better, Meyer or Walmart?
A lot of people's not going to know Meyer though. They've never been up north.
Like I said, we got them in Lexington. You know what though? I don't remember if there's one in Knoxville or not. I don't think I've seen one there. There probably is by now though. Texas have Publix. Okay. I've heard of that place too.
I like Aldi's.
We love Aldi's. We have Aldi's here. You rent the buggy for a quarter?
Oh yeah.
Jimmy, I wish I could go to Walmart and thought I was going through a hard time now that my van blew up. I have to beg to pay. It's too much to get a ride, so I just sit here and do that. Jimmy, Walmart delivers. They do here. DoorDash will bring you food. If you got the money, you don't have to go there. They'll still bring it to you. Don't use that for an excuse, buddy. Don't let the times get you down. Make the best of it. If you're willing to pay enough, Kemper will deliver it. But you got to pay enough for him to be able to tip out 40% to Luna.
Yeah, Luna's got to get paid before anybody else does.
That's right. We all want to keep our damn kneecaps, don't we? Skellgate. Meyer, he spelled it like Urban. Never heard of her. Oh, I see. Okay.
I do like that back video.
The street.
The highway.
Oh, I'm scared. I thought about putting his little, picture on there where he's looking all confused and his eyeballs are going different ways and he's pale. Like, where am I going? Please help me, Facebook. Nicolina, have you heard this one? Let me play this one.
Get this, bro. Nicolina came on my panel, and her name was Ernie's wife. I was like, oh my God, what in the hell?
Have you ever heard that one? Ernie's wife. I was like, oh my God, what in the hell? Lacking the affliction shirt, though, right? Yeah. Scaring, have you heard of Otter Creek? Is that a store, Otter Creek?
Never heard of it.
Me neither. I don't know if it's a place or a store. I mean, like a town or a store. Who lives where it's 40 miles? Pitbull Mama, all the stores are 40 minutes away. Oh, gosh, I bet that does suck, Pitbull Mama.
Almost like she lives in Del Rio, Tennessee or something.
Yeah, but she does have the cheap rent and a small country life. So I guess you got to, pay for some comforts. Some of these luxuries you have actually come with a price too. So yeah, Nicola's laughing. Yeah, get this, bro. I don't think it's nearly as good as this one, though.
Are you bisexual?
What'd you say, Ernie?
Are you bisexual?
Hell no.
I have herpes.
Ernie's got herpes?
I have herpes.
I see. And then Kemper comes in over the top.
You do not have a place, bitch boy. You don't have a fucking place. Fuck off.
That's a fan favorite there. Kemper Sinatra. Aldi bought Winn-Dixie. I don't know, did they?
Damn, Winn-Dixie's going out. That's messed up.
I freaking love that. Yeah, it's funny, ain't it, Trixie? Aldi has these salt and pepper cashews, and they're about half as much as they are at Walmart, and they're some kind of off-brand, but they're delicious. I've never had a bad bag of them. I really like cashews. So it's a win-win for me.
Yeah, cashews are one of my favorites.
Yeah.
How's that poll doing?
Let me check it. Let's see. Right. 49% say rent and mortgage. 36% say groceries. 10% automobile. Electric bill comes in with 5%. And that's 73 votes in.
Sounds about right, man. I mean, usually your groceries and your rent's going to cost you the most. Unless you have like a really, really nice car, then, that could do it to you,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I didn't have to do 40 minutes, but it was definitely really close to that to get pretty much to Morristown from Del Rio, or Knoxville was like hour 15, I guess. Like it took a minute to get where there was really anything. Newport was a half an hour.
Paisley.
Same county.
It is cashews. Don't get me started. Don't. It's cashews. Not cashews. Cashews. Now you got me really trying to pronounce it like cashews. Quit that. Are you trolling me, Paisley? Blocker, Kemper, blocker. Don't make me play no more Kemper Sinatra on your ass.
Please help me, Facebook.
What?
Don't make me destroy you.
That sounds like Darth Vader right there. Of course. Could be like Billy Bob.
10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Yeah. And then you never know if somebody's telling the truth or not, right, Kemper?
You don't know if I'm telling the truth or not.
That's truth. Truth is, you don't know if she's telling the truth or not. Is it pecans or pecans? I call them pecans.
Yeah.
What do you call them, Kemper?
Pecans.
Pecan pie. Yeah. I ain't the pecan kind of guy. Purple rainstorm, stay out of it. Oh, stay out of it. What's wrong with you? Oh, Lordy. Let me check these messages here right quick.
That's what I'm saying. Been a long day. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly. Last time I seen one was in, I want to say it was Alabama or Georgia. We had a Winn-Dixie in Newport, but most of ours was Food City.
My uncle worked at Winn-Dixie probably 30 years. I know he worked there until a couple years ago when he went to work for Walmart. He was a manager at Winn-Dixie. I don't know if they closed the stores there in Charlotte or if you know what happened, but he just took a job offer from Walmart. I don't know, but I know he worked at Winn-Dixie forever. No, it's not. I'm sorry, not Winn-Dixie. It was Food Line. My bad. Food Line that he worked for. All right. I was wondering, did Behind Greenhouse drop a video today?
I don't know if she did or not, bro. Trying to think, but I don't remember one. Good night, Live Thankful.
Yes, ma'am. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us late. We up late tonight, Kemper. We up late.
Yeah, no.
Um, let me look behind green eyes. I know. I think El Kennedy dropped one or two today. Let me look. BGE. No, it's not the most recent one we played. It was well, I've seen it. I don't know if we played it or not though. Gypsy in the Padded Room. I don't think
Yeah,
we did.
yeah.
Huh?
I think we did.
We did play it.
I'm
Hang on a
pretty sure.
second. Daughter's calling me.
Like a minute and something long.
Hello.
IGA Food Lion. Yep. Skunk Ape. We had one of those in Newport too. It went out of business though.
All right, I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Jimbo's back. Tell a friend. See, I can rap too. You didn't think I could, did you, Kemper? I know what you're thinking over there. Bring the meat markets back. What are you talking about, Nicolina? What I miss? What I step away and come back into over here?
Groceries.
Oh, we still talking about groceries. Okay. Whew. Scurry. That's scurry. One second.
Yeah, I was going to say they have a couple local grocery stores around these parts. I know they had one in Mason and one in Holt that, had their own butcher, their own site and all that, but like they had pretty good deals a lot of times. Good meats too. That's where we used to get the pork shoulders.
I'm back. Back again. I ain't gonna sing it again now. You only get one rap song out of me a night, dude. I seen what you're trying to do. Trying to make me sing it again, but next rap song I'm gonna have to come up with something about Nick Saban. My cousin has chickens and I haven't had to buy eggs in 2 months. Love fresh eggs. I do too, Paisley Moon. We used to have a bunch of chickens. Dogs hate them. Dogs had fresh chicken. We was having fresh eggs, but the dogs had fresh chicken. As fresh as you can get it.
Yeah, fresh eggs are good.
Yeah, they are. I never thought I'd eat them either, man, but I really enjoyed them. Some things play out the way we hope. I want to get a chicken coop and a few chickens again. Funniest thing ever when we went to buy those chickens, like they're little chicks, tiny little things. They almost told that guy, she was like, I only want 2 roosters and the rest of them want to be hens. And the guy was like, there's no way of telling. Not when they're that young. So, yeah. It was funny. You guess you had to be there.
Sorry, man. I'm just not feeling good, dude.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Half out of it.
Good night, Earth Angel. Oh, I got you, brother. I understand that.
Yeah. That's why I'm not talking much.
I thought I had something else uploaded, but I don't think it. Must not have got it. Have to get it later. All right, y'all. I guess we can close up shop. Everybody looks like they're. Nana Kim still, what's wrong, Kemper? I don't think she heard you when you first came in, probably.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling well. Burning the candle at both ends, and yeah.
He's old too, y'all. He's really old. You know, it's hard on people.
Yeah.
Start getting his age and working the way he does. It's hard. I'm teasing you, old man. Teasing you.
I'm sorry, dude. Like I said, I'm half out of it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're usually off on Sunday, so if nothing happens, bring us out on Sunday evening. We won't be here till Monday. But thank y'all for hanging out with us so long and strong tonight. Appreciate everybody's views and opinions. Stan, you can rap about Nick Saban to the John Cena intro. Nick Saban sucks ass. Sucks, yeah. Okay. Don't ban me, bro. Somebody. Will the moderator please get him, please? Please. That was kind of dirty, skunk. As I was getting ready to say goodnight, you say something like that. That's going to look bad on me. Just kidding. Hopefully, I pray this happens just so me and Skunk can have war that night. I hope, let me close the poll. I hope that Alabama and FSU meet in the playoff. We'll have a clear-cut victor. Rent and mortgage, 51% of the 84 votes is your winner, of which is the highest bill. Thank y'all for participating in the poll and for hitting that like button, even though y'all could have hit it a little bit more. If you ain't hit it on the way out, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Kemper, until Monday. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
Coming to you live from the stand.
Oh, hell nah. Stupid fucking phone.
But he backed out, the chicken fucker. Every live, it's all Jimbo, 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 Jimbo. Oh, Jimbo, 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 Jimbo.
Come and get me. Every one of you. Come and get me. Play my game. Let's see how good I am. Lovey, 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 dovey, do the little Eskimo kisses. All that good stuff.
Anita dick in me?
What? Say what?
Okay, let's roar.
Because I ain't no sissy la like some of these motherfucking YouTubers. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. was overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Women's boobs are their balls. They're just not down there. So yes, gentlemen, we have bigger balls than you do.
What? Say what?